Today on the net, Libyan civilians and militia members hand over their weapons to the authorities. The presidential campaign continues and American web users are spoofing popular songs. And MySpace is about to rise from the ashes. Cars, flat-screen televisions, laptop computers and digital tablets. Just some of the prizes raffled off by the Libyan authorities to encourage citizens to hand over weapons used in last year's war. Hundreds of people responded to the call and headed to army collection points over the weekend, like we see here in Benghazi, to hand over all manner of weapons, including pistols, assault rifles and also ammunition for rocket launchers. An impressive arsenal which illustrates the high volume of weapons in circulation since the fall of the Gaddafi regime. The disarmament campaign follows several weeks of escalating demonstrations calling for the militia groups that continue to lay down the law across Libya to disband. Anger at these former rebel soldiers boiled over after the deadly attack on the US Embassy in Benghazi on September 11th. This proliferation of weapons has helped feed the arms trafficking problem, establishing a climate of insecurity in Libya. The NGO Handicap International reports that these firearms are to blame for numerous accidents among civilians, who sometimes use them to settle arguments or confrontations during protests or rallies, or to shoot into the air in spontaneous celebration. The US presidential campaign continues and many web users are finding it pretty dull. So they've decided to jazz things up a little. How? Well, they've been taking recent music hits and changing the words, or depicting the two candidates dancing along, and circulating these spoofs on the web. Here's a short roundup of some of the most original creations doing the rounds online. Here, the very catchy I'm Sexy and I Know It by the group LMFAO has been turned into I'm Mormon and I Know It, in reference to Mitt Romney's faith. The track comes with an animation in which the Republican shakes his thing to the fast-paced rhythm of the 2011 hit. Another clip starring the GOP candidate, and again in a somewhat surprising scenario, a bit of nifty editing has been used here to depict Mitt Romney dancing to the current global mega hit Gangnam Style by Korean artist Psy. The person behind this video has also produced a cover of Gangnam Style to encourage Americans to vote for Obama. The title has been changed to Vote Obama Style and mirrors the original version, the crazy choreography in particular. This other online creative has played around with the lyrics of the Gautier song Somebody I Used to Know to send a message to outgoing President Barack Obama, urging him to remember the promises he made in 2008 and continue the reforms undertaken during his first term in office. And finally, this funny and completely wacky version of the Carly Rae Jepsen smash Call Me Maybe, which features a Barack Obama lookalike being pestered by a young female admirer. When Italian artist Salvatore Iaconesi found out he had brain cancer, he decided to seek web users' advice in finding a suitable treatment. So he hacked into his own medical records, published them on the internet, and asked experts for their opinion. His medical notes, scans, and MRI results are accessible to all. Anyone is welcome to give feedback or use them to create artworks, which also help the artist deal with his illness. It would seem MySpace is about to rise from the ashes. Well, this is what this video leads us to believe. It was released online this week. It presents a new, revamped version of the now virtually obsolete musical social network. Justin Timberlake unveiled the video clip on his Twitter account. He now co-owns MySpace with the company Specific Media after the platform was bought from media tycoon Rupert Murdoch back in June. In this video, we see German street artist Mad C working on one of her latest creations, a giant fresco inspired by the film Jurassic Park, which she painted on a wall of a warehouse in Germany. It took her around 10 hours to complete this extraordinary work, and she used some 130 spray cans.